get the Lord on his feet. I wanna do the type of shows that the Lord wanna see. What I mean, if I can make the whole church clap, it ain't a clap in the heavens, then that clap just a clap, clap. Oh, it's like glorified, sin mortified. The Holy Spirit going word, that truth ain't watered down. It sound doctrine, keeps birthing and coming out. Nothing wrong with singing loud, but that ain't where the power's on. The church has been clapping at weak sermons, leaving the weak hurt. No one's changed by Sunday service. We need discernment, check what you be affirming, cause the church can be full of members but empty in conversion. Preach the gospel and stand back, look at change lives, not for hand class. Love people well, oh they can stand at the church, just the church with the birds won't stand up.
Give me that joy I can't explain, an extra peace that'll ease my pain. Want that love that'll never change. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that power to walk away when another God wants to take your place. As much of you as I can take. Give me that, give me that.
Anybody ready? Ready for his glory? If you a seeker for life, let me tell you the story. Every place that's dark, he will bring it to light. Hypocritical hearts, backsliders, liars, time to get right. See, I include myself. I cast my own stone. I'm the man in the mirror, y'all. I can see my wrong, but I'm here by grace, through Christ by faith. I had to make that choice. I had to open up my mouth and say,
give me that joy I can't explain, add extra peace that'll ease my pain. Want that love that'll never change. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Give me that power to walk away when another God wants to take your place. As much of you as I can take. Give me that, give me that, give me that.
Anybody tired? You want the show to end? Get the actors off stage and let church begin. Do you want a revolution? You want to hear a new song? See, God is cleaning up house, and first he's starting right at home. No more miracle water, prayer cloths for money and fame. See, everybody got a title, but do you know your name? If we humble ourselves, people, fall on our face and ask God, everything in me that's not right, take it away.
Yeah, give me that joy that I can't explain, that extra peace that'll ease the pain. I want that love that'll never change. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Ooh, I want the power to walk away when another God wants to take your place. As much of you, Lord, as I can take.
I see you.
Give me that,
One more time.
give me that.
One more time.
Yeah, give me that joy that I can't explain, that extra peace that'll ease the pain. I want that love that'll never change. Give me that,
Give me that.
give me that.
Give me that.
Ooh, give me the power to walk away when another God wants to take your place. As much of you as I can take. Give me that, give me that. And I choose you today, 'cause I need you today. I can't get away. See, there's no escape. See what you done to me. I'm not the same old me. You took away everything. Now you're my everything.
Jesus.
I choose you today.
Come on.
'Cause I need you today.
Yes, I do.
I can't get away.
I can't run from you.
See, there's no
See what you
escape.
done to your boy.
into the nostrils of man. And sovereign God who predestined creation before time began. I want the God who with brilliance and elegance decorated darkness with stars. The God who orchestrates the future. At the same time, he knows where you are. Give me that God who supplies my needs, cause he owns all the cattle on the hill. And he's the God who wipes my tears and provides enough to pay all my bills. And give me that God, that's the God I'm talking about. Give me that God, that's the God I'm talking about. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Ooh.
Give me that joy I can't explain. That extra peace that leaves my
Fill me up.
I need to hear you say it.
Give me that. You said. Give me that. We said. Give me yes.
I need to hear you.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Do you want it?
Give me that. Give me that. All of that. Give me that.
Jesus, I want more of you. But I know there's gotta be less of me.
I need it. I need it. Yeah.
Not on my terms, God. But on your terms, God.
As much of you as I can take, oh God.
Do you want it?
Give me that joy I can't explain. Give me that joy I can't explain. I'm at a loss of words now. I'm so happy, you make me happy now. Yeah. Give me that joy I can't explain. Add extra piece that'll add extra piece of the ease of pain. I want that love that'll never change. Oh, give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that. Come on. Brothers and sisters, I'm feeling real good because it ain't over. Right before
Young, flying, safe. Got over money.
God over money thing getting serious. Allow me to introduce to you GS.
I told them I would change. They thought I was joking. Now I'm in the hood, and they see I'm focused. This is not no magic, ain't no hocus pocus. Tell them about the King Jesus Christ. I put my hope in. Backs against the wall. Press on. If you stumble and you fall, press on. Just repent and give your all. Press on. Jesus paid it at the cross. Press on. Gone and blessed.
Man, hold up, my trunk is where my all should be. When God showed up, my cash went nuts, and this is still so odd to me. The devil and his partner don't want no part to me. The church played the accordion, I handled them accordingly. I'm so terrific, Bible got me living different. Truly a Christian, belt hold up my true religion. Been through it all, so to me what are you telling? I look up to God, stairway to heaven. Angel wings, I call it cloud nine. Lied to me long enough on earth, now you can't cloud mine. I seen death face to face like his name was Mirror. Then grace took his place. Bible scripture. Go ahead and laugh while you see me pray for help. Pride gon' make them buckle, Safety belt. I don't want no problems, but just make sure that my presence felt a God in me, a God in see. I speak it like I made myself. They lost up in the water, but I can fish them. Sometimes you can't show them right, but he'll fix them. Sometimes they won't take advice, but he'll tip them. And I ain't talking about the club, but he'll deliver. I'm not pointing no fingers. Ever since I did this song, my phone been off the ringers. Skeletons was in my closet. Now I'm asking, have you seen them? God got me pressing on like I'm working in the cleaners.
Now it's God over JESUSCHRIST, that is his name. You can diss him, but your biggest picture couldn't fit his frame. I can make you CEO, I give y'all the business, man. This is God over money. Come to Christ and get some change. A lot of cats are hating, but I love them all. I might react, but I can't act like God and cut them all. And though they anger me, I came to see that once upon a time before he came to me and saved me, I was just as lost. But now I'm 2020, I'm blue blocking on them. The world's in my rear view, I'm Tupacing on them. Ain't with that fiction, dog, I keep it 100. I got a feeling this is finna be a fun summer. They talking blasphemy, then mention God in it, then have the audacity to feel they name is off limits. I kill a monster, you vampires are no suckers. Tell that goblin I got him, my flow Ghostbusters.
Yeah. They thought I was joking. Now I'm in the hood, and they see I'm focused. This is not no magic, ain't no hocus pocus. Tell them about the King Jesus Christ, I put my hope in. Backs against the wall. Press on. If you stumble and you fall, press on. Just repent and give your all. Press on. Jesus paid it at the cross. Press on. Go on and press on.
That world, I told them I was through with it. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue on, yes, I'd like for you to stay with us a little longer as we go a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? The saga continues. Let's get it. I see you all I need. Father God, I see you all I need. You're all I need. God, you're all I need. To tell the truth, Lord, you're all I need. They said I was going crazy on the campus when you saved me, cause I stopped partying and chasing all the ladies. And they told me I was losing it, calling me a lunatic, because for you, that world, I told them I was through with it. Man, I heard the rumors, calling me a joke. I'm praying, saying, I wish they knew what I know. Cause if they did, they would see how you were meant to be. Much more than the God of emergencies. You're the God that elected me, chose and selected me. When nobody else would mess with me, never neglected me. You even loved me when you corrected me. Hands down, you're the best of me. I spent years of my life trying to be like the people who seem like, following the crowd, trying to be allowed into a world where everything just seemed right. But
I wrote this song to tell you, Lord, you're all I need.
God,
And I know you'll never fail me, Lord, you're all I need.
and when the time gets crazy and my vision gets hazy, Father, you're all I need. When my life needs saving, or the world starts to cave in around me, you're all I need. From saving me to raising me, shaping me and changing me, embracing me, taking me, making me yours. Amazingly and graciously, when I was lost and wavering, couldn't get from A to B, you opened the door. I deserve to be left there, in distress with the rest there, right there in my mess, yeah. Still believing all the lies the world can satisfy. I almost died, pushing you to the side. What a fool, making crazy moves, about to lose all I had for a buzz and a thrill. We too easily satisfied, and that's just how Adam died. He was in the place where the love wasn't real. But the more I get to know you, the more I get to know truth. And through you, I see who I am, my identity revealed as you show me how to live through examples of the God-man. That's why
I wrote this song to tell you, Lord, you're all
I need. God,
And I know you'll never fail me, Lord, you're all I need.
and when the times get crazy and my vision gets hazy, Father, you're all I need. When my life needs saving, or the world starts to cave in around me, you're all I need. All I need. You're all I need. Father God, I said you're all I need. All I need. God, you're all I need. To tell the truth, Lord, you're all I need. And when the times get crazy and my vision gets hazy, Father, you're all I need. When my life needs saving, or the world starts to cave in around me, you're all I need. All I need.
I know it ain't easy to admit when you're wrong. And a lot of us walk around like, wonder. We ain't got nothing to ask for forgiveness for. So for those that struggle with it, I go first. Lord, forgive me for taking you for granted, playing you for a fake and mistaking you for Santa, aching for the steak and not thanking you for manna, straying when I have and just praying when I have not. Lord, forgive me for running to the paper, chasing the cash with plans of coming to you later, hoping you forgive me, feeling like I know you gon' forgive me, so for now I'm going for the milli. Forgive me for the times I made a promise and lied, saying I promised to God, not being honest at all. Forgive me for taking advantage of women. Forgive me for claiming I'm saved and happily sinning. Forgive me for the times I was in the strip club with my cross on, like I was representing you and had it all wrong. And trying to make it up to you would be a lost cause. If I had to name it all, this would be a long song. My life, become memories of my sins over and over again. It's a call for repentance. I repent. Let's go. Lord, forgive me for doubting Jesus, for wondering if you even exist sometimes and not believing, for acting too busy like it's no time for reading, to hopping on the Xbox for the entire evening, for cursing your name in conversation, for every sick thought that ever crossed my brain while I was praying. Forgive me for falling asleep in church and getting a sudden burst of energy as soon as I leave the church. Forgive me for sitting in traffic and complaining instead of praying for the people involved in the accident, for turning the little homies into riders for me. Forgive me for letting E sell a body for me. And forgive me for every time that I played the bully and did somebody wrong cause I knew they couldn't whoop me. Forgive me for praying for different stuff and getting mad and losing faith cause it ain't happening quick enough. Forgive me for our sins. Hallelujah. Over and over again. Help me change my life. My life, my life, my life. Become memories of my sins over and over again. I repent. Do what you gotta do.
Hey, Lord, forgive me, but lately all that I've been facing got me thinking if I'm ever escaping these temptations, accepting defeat with my back against the wall. You kept me on my feet even when I was meant to fall. Lord, forgive me for seeking the applause, feeding my ego when clearly the victory is yours. See, me and Bizzle both got this one thing in common, trying to shed some light on the truth when we be rhyming. Since you don't know what we've been through, don't judge us. If by chance you still do so, we won't hold grudges. Why bother? Life is too short to live with regret. Plus our Father teaches us we should forgive and forget. Yet, in reality, it's easier said than done, especially if you ain't a preacher or a nun. So I pray for strength and forgive them in your name, and it's only by your grace that for me you'll do the same.
Forgive me for our sins over and over again. Help me change my life. My life, my life, my life. Become memories of my sins over and over again. I repent.
tuning in to another Making Me Matter. It's Thursday, and there is so much that we have going on. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. Dwayne, I see you. Brandy K, I see you. Tommy. Yeah, they're on. I just turned them up. Tommy, good to see you. Brandy, it's good to see you. Good to see you, Tina. Good to see everybody that is joining, and thank you for tuning in to another night of Making Me Matter. KC, all the way from McDonough, Georgia. Good to see you, KC. Hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing well. And hey, Malika, good to see you. How are you? How are you? It's really good to see you. Really good to see you. So, first of all, I couldn't wait to get everybody on today because you know what today is? Today is the day that we announce the winner of the Valentine's Day giveaway. So who is super excited is Tiffany Renee. Lance, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Couldn't be better.
How was your day?
My day is good. I'm tired, but just, got to press on. You know what I mean? Why is it echoing like that?
I didn't hear anything. You did?
Because you don't have your headphones
I know,
on.
because I hate putting them on. Zay's going to kill me for not having them on. Okay, I hear it a little bit. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Okay.
Yeah. So, no, today, like I said, today's a good day. Got a lot of things I'm preparing myself for. I'm back in school, taking some classes and dealing with some stuff. So, I mean, all is well. I can't complain. Thankful. I'm glad I'm over this cold.
Yes, Lord.
Still feel the results of it, you know what I'm saying? Like the after effects, but, all is well. So, did you know today in Black history that Oprah Winfrey was the first African American woman to get her own show? Shout out for Oprah, because
Big
Oprah
shout out to
definitely did
Oprah.
big things. So we definitely got to give it up for Oprah and stuff. And Oprah was a this young generation talking about Beyonce this and Beyonce
right.
that, but Oprah laid the foundation on political, social, economical. You know what I'm saying? Oprah's bank was large, man.
Say so.
Stedman missed out, but I mean,
listen, let me tell you something. Stedman's
still around. No, Stedman's still around because I saw him when she received that award. Stedman was still staying right there.
But you
Stedman
see, she ain't marrying him. She don't want to. She making sure he don't get all that money.
Maybe it was him. I mean, you don't know. I'm just saying. Stedman was just like, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, we got a good show for you today. We just see some of our young entrepreneurs just walked in, and we definitely give it up to them. I'm going to definitely let them get into it more when we bring them in. Like Tiffany said, this is our giveaway, so that's going to be a good thing. Valentine's Day. I'm Scrooge when it comes to Valentine's.
He is, and I'm super excited.
But we still, again, for people, I hate holidays, period. But for those people who celebrated, shout out to all y'all. I hope whoever is listening that you're a winner. And we're actually going to have our young entrepreneurs pick our winner for our Valentine's Day giveaway. Shout out to all those single people. Shout out to all the married people. Shout out to all the couples. Shout out to all those that just taking some time for themselves to learn to love themselves. We want to make sure that you make yourself matter.
Yeah.
And God is good. So we're just going to celebrate. We're going to move forward. We're actually going to talk a little before we bring our young entrepreneurs on. Just a little plug. I'm gonna give him a little plug. One of the creator of Francois Duperville is he's
name Francois.
He's Haitian.
I love it.
So Haiti was definitely the first free nation. So he makes sure he lets me know that all the time. But shout out to him. Is also one of my frat brothers, a very good friend for years. So, of course, and my line brothers here with them, they do business together. But again, I said this to y'all before, I'm just being honest. If your product is garbage, I'm sorry, I'm not going to promote it. So
Lord.
I got to give a shout out to them because they've definitely been doing their thing. So I'm going to let y'all see some of the stuff that he has coming up. But before we sit there and get into them, we're definitely going to talk about what is do you know when you have your calling? And this is going to transition going into bringing up our young entrepreneurs because so many of us, I chose to use a word earlier, and I'm still going to stand by that word. I said, what is your elect calling? And I'm going to say that because, again, it's what have you been called to do? Because let's be honest, so many of us, we work a 9 to 5 and we're not happy at our jobs.
Right.
We work for somebody else. We make somebody else money. And we're not happy with what it is that we're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of us, we just don't have that strength, and we don't
right.
have that power to step out and actually chase and pursue the dream that we know that we see. When you see something so much to the point where you dream it, you taste it, you feel it, you breathe it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better chase your vision.
Say so.
Don't allow somebody to hold you hostage to, you supposed to. I was just talking to someone on my way here and talking about colleges with my daughter. And, unfortunately, my daughter's got a high GPA, but there's certain colleges that she wanted to get into that she wasn't able to get into. And like I told her, you don't know what God has designed for you. You don't know what your purpose is.
Right.
And when you allow people to keep you pigeonholed to say, well, you're supposed to, this woman was telling me before that basically when she was growing up, it was her generation was kind of the first movement for woman's power. You know what I'm saying? But what she was told by her guidance counselor was, well, you're supposed to be a secretary. Go to college to be a secretary. And please, by no means, we're not knocking anybody who's a secretary. But when you know that you've been called to do greater things more things, you got to chase your dream. You can't just sit back and just say, you know what, because somebody told me this is what I'm supposed to do, or because it might not make sense. That's the great thing about a vision. A vision don't always make sense.
Right.
But that vision has been painted for you, and that vision is for you alone. What God gave you is for you.
Right.
And what's yours is yours. And you have to learn to walk into your vision. And sometimes in walking into that vision, you're going to fall. You're going to stumble. It's not always going to look right away. It's not always going to sit there and add up all the way. And, I'm learning this more and more. When you do things just for a financial gain, you're not really living your dream, because there's a lot of people who can make six figures doing X, Y, and Z. But when it's something that you're content doing, old school OG said to me before, when you can go every day and do something that you like doing, that's not work. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's not work. That's your passion.
Right.
But when you go to an office and you like, yo, why am I here? I don't want to be here. Start stepping out on faith. Start stepping out on your vision. Start stepping out what it is that is cut out for you, that what you want to do. Because see, your vision ain't always going to be my vision. My vision's not always going to be your vision. But collectively, or individually, you might have been called to do this. It's stopping stones and it's stepping stones for people. And far too many of us, we sit there and we hit the first road block and we're like, boop. And I'm saying that because I can't wait for people to see their work. But I remember when he first started out with this project, and I'm like, we always knew he was a great artist. You know what I mean? But people, they will crush your dream. Especially if it's not their dream, and if it's not something that they don't understand, and it's not. And see, that's what the thing is about a vision. The vision is given to you. It is your vision.
I've said that plenty of times. There's people that question me about. There's people that question me about what I do, how I do. Why are you doing this? Why don't you do this? And I'm like, because that's not what I'm supposed to do. And another thing that I've shared with people is that I'm not trying to be funny. If God gave me a vision, right? If I'm the visionary over something, it's not meant for anybody else to understand. The only thing I expect is the support. So I'm not really, I can't, am I supposed to say I'm not beat? I'm not really beat for everybody be understanding what it is that I'm supposed to do. All I ask is for the support of what it is I'm supposed to do, of what I'm doing. That's it. You don't have to stick around too long. You don't have to do a whole lot. I'm not asking for a handout. The only thing I'm asking is just support it. You might not even believe it. You might not even believe in it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't have to make sense because it wasn't given to you. So at the end of the day, big shout out to all the visionaries that are misunderstood. Period. Big shout out to those who are misunderstood. Big shout out to those who are challenged, or y'all know what two of my favorite sayings are. Hashtag challenge your challenges and distract your distractions. So big shout out to those who are challenging their challenges and distracting their distractions. Meaning, when I say distracting your distractions, I'm talking about distracting people distracting yourself, distracting the very things that's trying to distract you. So when people try to trip you up and try to distract you to take you off course, let me tell you something else. It's not always that people don't necessarily believe in your vision. Sometimes people want to snatch your vision from you. Sometimes people want to sit back and say, oh, they're doing that? Okay, then you know what? What I'm going to do is throw shade, and then I'm going to pay attention, pay attention and pay very close attention and watch what they do, and then I'm going to see if I can do it better. I've had that happen. Listen, I've had that happen within the past couple of weeks. Do y'all hear me? I had that happen to me in the past couple of weeks. I had to make some changes with people because for those who said that they were not interested or they didn't believe, not that they didn't believe, but I've watched what people do. I'm past the point of watching what people say. I watch what they do. And when it got to the point where I noticed that, okay, this one is silent. They don't support this. They don't support that. But yet they're trying to snatch the very thing that I'm doing. I can't wait to show you this. But people are, they literally are. So even if they don't believe in you, sometimes it's not that they don't believe in you. Sometimes it's
sometimes they don't believe you too, and they just hate.
They hate, and then they go around behind your back and possibly try to take the very thing that you've been doing.
Well, but see, that's the thing though, and that's why I said every vision is not for somebody. Every vision is not for somebody, and when people sit there and they get a bit and a piece of your vision, sometimes they try to take it and run with it. And when it's not something that you were called to do, or it's not something that you were designed to do, it's not something that you were purposed for, that's exactly why it fizzles out a lot of time. And you might sit there and get it for a little while, you ride your wave. Y'all see I switched my shirt. This is Talented 10th. And those of you that are up on your Black history, y'all should know what the Talented 10th is. You got time to Google it before we come and bring them on. But this is part of the Francois Duperville shirt. Look at the back. It's tight, right? Yeah. So, again, I'll help some of you out. The Talented 10th, W.E.B. Du Bois. Look it up. But that's part of what the shirt's about. But as I was saying, the thing is, people will quench your fire. And see, you got to understand something. People sometimes, when they see you accelerating and they see you going to a higher level, people don't want to share in that with you. We really have some envious, ugly people.
What?
And I'm just being honest. We have some really envious, ugly people. And what bothers me even more so, it's amongst our community.
Say so.
That bothers me so much, because my thing is, and I'm just gonna be honest. Like back in the day before I gave my life completely over to God. My thing was, if my boy, we was in a situation and it was a chick that was feeling him, alley-oop, brother. That's how I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I was happy to sit there and see that, it was somebody who was feeling you, or somebody who, who cares if she didn't want to holler at me. And it's like that with everything. Every time we sit there and we get a piece of something, instead of being happy for people's success, instead of sharing in the happiness with them, it's like, well, because it's not you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not you, you can't sit there and share in their happiness with them or share the vision with them. And that's so sad, because we have adapted, and I'm going to say this, and people, you mad at me, guess what? Y'all know I don't care. But you know what? We've adapted, this mentality, this Eurocentric mentality, where it's like, yo, you know what? Because of the fact that because it's not me, I can't be happy for your success.
You know what? Can I piggyback on that real quick? I had to literally last week. When I tell you, there's so much. A lot of Lance, you know, I hold stuff in. You know what I'm saying? I hold a lot in. And when I tell you what we not going to do,
I'm just being honest, yo.
What we not going to do?
It's not good.
I'm working on it.
It's not good.
I am working on it. But you know what? But you're right.
We say we witnesses.
But you know what? What you're saying? I'm gonna see what you're not gonna do today. Y'all better pray for Lance.
No, you ain't gotta pray for me.
Y'all better pray for him.
You know what? I accept all prayer all day, every day. That's right. Pray for me. But we ain't gotta pray for me, because I'm not the one that's sitting there talking about I'm struggling with that. So let's keep going.
So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna go into details, but I want to punch you real quick. See? At the end of the day,
do you need deliverance? That's exactly my point.
Whatever. At the end of the day, Let me tell y'all what happened. I'm not going to go into too many details. No, Malika, we're good. We're focused. We good. We got this. At the end of the day,
we're good.
Let me tell you what happened. There were some things that took place last week,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed something with a couple of people that I've, brought into the fold of certain things. And I noticed that somebody, there's people that watch what you do. Mm-hmm. There's a difference between admiring what somebody does and then literally trying to do exactly what they do. And so when I tell you, right, I'm looking at your face right now. So at the end of the day, really. Really?
Yeah, but you know what? But you should. But okay, so let me say this: with what you just showed me, you should take that as a compliment.
I take it as stalker crazy. I take it as, you know what? Here's the deal. There's a time when if there's something that somebody's doing that I admire. I am the queen of giving honor where honor is due. I've said it to other women. I'm doing it every day. I do hashtag everyday people for Black History Month, where I'm just picking people that are.
Everybody's not that confident in that, though.
Let me tell you something. If there's something
and some people, I'm gonna be honest with you. When we just went on the cruise this summer, this guy had a Raiders hat on, right? And I said, yo, good team, and messing with him and stuff. And my niece said to me, she said, yo, that bothers me. And I said, what? Because I said, good team. She said, the fact that men can give compliments to each other a lot of times.
We can't.
And women, da-da-da-da-da. And I said, well, nah, I think it's just
women throw shade.
That's what she said.
Women throw crazy shade.
That's what she said. Like if somebody, and so she started pointing it out to me. My niece was pointing it out to me when people were doing it, and I started noticing, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all weaves be so for real nowadays. I don't be knowing the difference. People between a weave and not. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, unless your roots is just horrible.
Right.
But I don't be knowing, and at this point, I guess I just don't even care anymore. So I said, she's got nice hair. And of course, there was a female that was biased and was like, that's not her hair. But had to make sure she told me it wasn't her hair. So I be peeping. Y'all do be throwing a little shade.
We throw
and
shade
stuff
big
like
time.
that,
but
yo.
here's the deal. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I love me some hair. So if I see that a girl's weave is on point.
You love weave.
I love weave,
Yeah,
but I love
weave.
hair. My hair used to be in the middle of my back, and of course the chop shop went and all this other stuff.
Was 1990s.
What you not gonna do? So that's the real look. So at the end of the day, my point. So here's what happened. At the end of the day, when I had said that what we do as women, how we need to uplift each other, encourage. If I see a female with her hair is nice, or she's put together or whatever, I'll say, you are a bad chick, and they love it. I've had it happen. My thing is, if there's something that you like, something that you admire, there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, sister, you're doing an amazing job, or you're doing well. I really like your style. You mind if I actually kind of do something similar? And I've done it. I
think that's too much, right?
No, I wouldn't.
It depends if you know the person,
right?
Like I'm not gonna be in a circle with a bunch of dudes, like and like we do this with each other. Like my line brother's one of my best friends. He probably like I said, we celebrate each other. But I'm not going. When me and him go out, we both make sure we ain't got the same cologne on. You know what I'm saying?
I get that. That's like we're in the same outfit.
So we're in the same atmosphere. When we go out together, but. I don't care if he went and bought the cologne. He ain't got to ask my permission like, yo, you mind if I buy that cologne? That's why I said I think it depends what your relationship is.
It does depend on a relationship.
And I think that's doing too much. Do you mind if I borrow your style? No.
Well, not that you say, do you mind if I borrow your style? But you know what? I like what you're doing, and I would like to do something similar to that.
Why though?
Because you know what? You know why?
But again, it depends if they're going to be in your circle every day.
Right. But then again, also because sometimes people are looking at it like, oh, that person took my style.
But again, if you're not in their circle every day, how would you know that?
It don't have to be every day. If y'all are connected through social media or something else, I'm telling you, people. But that's where the petty comes through. I'm trying to tell you. I think
the people who sitting there wondering about they took my style is actually being more petty than the person that they sitting there took it from. I'm just being honest with you, because I think that person being more petty. I mean, who cares? Okay, so let's look at it like this. You know, I'm not a social media person. I hate social media. But let's just say on social media, you got about 600, 700, 800, 1,000 friends, whatever. If somebody sat there and imitated something, now if somebody took something that you, like say you wrote a song and you were like, well, you know what, they was like, I'm the originator of it, cool. But who cares? And you done took me off the subject of destiny. But I'm just saying, like, who cares, yo? Like because, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Because my destiny is my destiny. It's not borrowed. It's not.
But see, here's the thing. So listen to what you just sat there and said, though. But if it's truly your destiny, then the person who's trying to walk in your shoes is going to fail at it.
Absolutely.
So why get mad? Why get mad? Why get so offended? Why get so bent out of shape? Because again, let's keep it. Let's be honest. We've all copied somebody's style.
I agree.
If somebody's an entertainer, we see them as a singer. We see them this, that, and other. Oh, look. Listen, back in the day, I thought I was Prince. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? And how many of us used to sit there back in the day with Heat Wave and stuff like that, try to sit there and sing in falsetto? You know what I'm saying? Or Earth, Wind, and Fire, try to sing in falsetto. You copy and you emulate and you imitate people who you admire sometimes.
Right.
But if it's somebody really trying to steal what you've created, they're gonna fail at it. They're gonna fail at it. And you know what? If they succeed, they're only going to succeed for a certain amount of time.
I agree.
And if they really sit there and you say, oh, well, they took that, then it wasn't yours. That wasn't what God had for you then. And leave it at that.
Look, you see, I'm reaching like.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. See, because this is the thing. I get tired and I don't care what anybody thinks. I know who I serve. And I feel like at the end of the day, the bottom line is I'm not going to empower anybody else or empower no other person. So if I'm saying that I trust and I believe that this is what he told me, so I'm basically saying that my God is a liar then, because if I'm saying that this is something that he carved out and this is what he called me to do, but yet somebody else is succeeding at it, then it wasn't mine.
You're right.
It wasn't mine. It wasn't mine to begin with. But, you know, again, we're going to go to break. We're going to get ready for our young entrepreneurs. Y'all see this shirt? Again, look up the Talented 10th because we're definitely going to be discussing that. We're going to discuss, again, our Black History. We're going to have our Valentine's Day giveaway. And, you know, at the end of the day, again, we're going to celebrate our young entrepreneurs because, again, if we are not sitting here celebrating them, who else is going to celebrate them? So, again, before he leaves here, he's going to push his clothing line. They're going to push their product. He's also an artist, a painter, his business partners. They got so much to tell you, but we're going to save it for them and we're going to let them tell you as we take a break and we go to break, and we'll be back in about a couple minutes. All right?
All these years, how did I make it this far? Through the valleys and over the hills, I know it had to be God. How did I make it through the storm? How did I make it through the rain? If you want to know just how I got here, it's so easy to explain. It was God's grace. God's grace. 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 I made it this far. I made it this far. By the grace of God. God's grace. God's grace. God's grace. God's grace. It was God's grace. God's grace. It's amazing for how you brought me through the night. Lord, you kept me, and you never left me. You stood by my side. There were so many times when I came so close. Oh man, death, he tried to take me in. So the reason I'm here is not hard for me to see. In fact, it's so easy for me to explain. It was God's grace. God's grace. God's grace. God's grace. It was God's grace. God's grace. It was God's grace. God's grace. I made it this far. I made it this far. Yes, I did. By the grace of God. I remember the times when I strayed away. Even though I knew the word, still I wouldn't obey. But God's mercy and His grace stayed with me and brought me all the way. God's grace, God's grace, God's grace, God's grace, God's grace, God's grace, His amazing grace. I made it by the grace of God. Anybody wanna know just how I got here? Anybody wanna know how I'm still standing? I made it. Yes, I made it by the grace of God. Some people said, they said I wouldn't make it. Some people said that I wouldn't be here today, but look at me, look at me. I made it, yes, by the grace of God. When I sit down and look back down to the years I have to shed so many tears. When I made it this far by the grace of God. And I thank you, thank you, Jesus. Lord, I thank you, thank you right now, Jesus. I made it this far. I made it by the grace of God. Yes.
Oh, I wanna see Him, look upon His face. Let us sing forever of His saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares all past, hold me last, ever to rejoice. I wanna hear Him say, well done. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. Ooh, just wanna hear Him say, well done. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. One time, one time. All I wanna do is hear you say it one time. Write my name in the book, call me one time. That's all I really need, just one time. I can't wait till I see you one time. You gave me my gift, gon' have it back. You fill me with love, so I give it back to you. You gave me my husband, you know I love him, and I'll give him back, so you know I'm all in. Lord, take my children, my family. I want you to know that you have me. I need to know that you're happy. Yeah, when I finally start breathing, I wanna hear you say, well done. One time, 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 one time. Oh, I just wanna hear you say, well done. One time, 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 one time. All I wanna do is hear you say it one time. Write my name in the book, call me one time. That's all I really need, just one time. I can't wait till I see you one time. I wanna wake up in my heavenly home. All my people bow down to the king on the throne. Hold up, wait a minute. Gold streets, gold mansions. Just because I look gone with a passion. Can't get you in the gates, but if you ask him, he'll give you that life. Can you imagine living without all his grace? Sometimes I still get amazed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Praise you for all of my days until I finally stop breathing. Yeah. One time, 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 one time. Oh, I just wanna hear him say, well done. One time, 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 one time. Yeah. Don't you wanna live 1,000 forever, 1,000 forever, closer than ever, closer than ever. Yeah, yeah. Don't get any better, don't get any better. Loving forever, loving forever, worship forever. Did I serve you right? Did I live out loud? Did I do it for you, or did I do it all just for the love of the crowd? Just for the love of the crowd. Did I give you my all? My all. Did I give you my life? My life. You gave me yours, so I gotta give it back, man, it's only right. Said I wanna hear you say, well done. Will you call my name? Well done. Can't wait to get well done. On my great day. Said when I get to heaven, well done. Gonna sing and shout. Well done. Then nobody there put me out. Said I will be ready. Well done. When they call your name. Well done. Do you wanna see Jesus? Well done. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well done. Good and faithful servant. Come on, come on, yeah. Well done. When I say Jesus, amen. Well done, amen. Well done, well done, well done. Sing hallelujah. Well done. With the angels. Well done, well done, well done, well done, well
One time, one time. That is my song. I love me some Erica Campbell. I really, really do. Big shout out to my longtime high school buddy, Roland Sylvain, who actually just started advertising with the Making Me Matter radio show, baby. Yes! I am super excited because if you guys want to get away, I'm getting ready to pull up the flyer right now. If you guys go to the if you're on the Making Me Matter page, if you go to www.makingmematter.com, or if you're on the 88.8 radio page, you will see that Ro has what's called Compa Getaway, the 2018 Magical Edition for Walt Disney World in Orlando from August 9th to the 12th. 4 days, 3 nights. Packages start, only $365 a person. For 4 days and 3 nights, $365 a person, $165 for children. Ro, here, let me turn this over.
Y'all get minority discount?
I am so done with
Yo,
you.
my daughter got a graduation coming up. Y'all get like GPA discounts?
GPA discounts. Yeah, $165 for children under 16, so she don't make the cut.
What'd you say?
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Now you guys should.
Y'all good?
I can't get 3.
Yeah.
I can't get 3.
Mic check for you.
So that's $165 for children under 16 years old. Free 2-day passes, and that includes free 2-day passes to Disney, and all activities included. A $50 only $50. A $50 deposit. That's good. Only $50. So only a $50 deposit would be due to lock in your spot. So you guys make sure you hit up Ro. You guys see him on here. Ro got that LOL going. You guys see him on here. Make sure you hit up Ro. Hey, Regina. I see you. I see you, Regina. 4 and 5? 4 is on. 3, I can't unlock 3.
No.
Tells it. There's it. I can't unlock 3.
That one's on.
Oh, 3 is on? It doesn't seem like I can unlock it. So make sure you guys get up in touch with Ro to go ahead and get your discounts and so forth. Kids 4 and under. Oh, kids 4 and under only pay $100. Now that's what I'm talking about. Going to save some money. Yes. So make sure you guys hit him up. You can find the flyer and so forth on the Make Me Matter radio show Instagram, on my personal Instagram, on the www.makingmematter.com. You can find it on the Facebook page. Jay, I see you.
Do a check.
I see you, Jay.
Check.
You know what? I
hear
didn't get a
anything?
chance to call you.
I don't.
When you had
Hit it.
called me. Big shout out to Jonathan, Minister Jonathan Marcus. Jay, when you had called
The
me,
mic working.
I had
Your headphones
totally.
ain't?
Nah. It's gonna be for the low.
He said teach you your numbers.
What? No, it said 3. It says mute right there.
4 and 5.
What?
3, 4, and 5.
Oh, this is 4 and 5. Oh, well, thank God for you. Well, don't come for me. You see how he's always trying to these slick jokes. I'm calling the cops. You calling the cops on me? Oh, geez. Hi,
right,
Sean.
Let's go.
Sean coming in all the way from Dallas. That's my Dallas peoples right there. Good to see you, Sean. How are you? Yeah, Regina, good to see you. So anyway, Lance.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You good?
Check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big shout out for the. He was like, check. My bad. I kept saying I can't get 3. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm sorry for holding up the process. Tiff, I want that T-shirt. Oh, we're excited to have you.
Technical difficulties, but that's all right. We're gonna give it up from. So. Oh, you got it. Okay, cool. All right. Listen, we're gonna introduce our young entrepreneurs again on my left, which would be his right, actually, is Jean-Claude Francois, and to his left would be Lahai Garber, and they are part of the Francois Duperval. Am I pronouncing it right?
Francois Duperval.
Duperval, okay, and
get it right.
and they are part of the team. And if y'all log on to the website or log on to the Instagram, you can definitely see some of his paintings as well. Dude is a beast, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Hold up that Sade though, really. Hold it up because it's really
so
like
the Sade
disgusting.
is like sick. Do y'all see this? Oh my God!
So
that right there, just like
when I had your shirt on earlier, you know, of course, it was a couple like, yo, where can I get that shirt? So why don't you tell us first of all how you started, your ages if you want to, you know, go from there. Where the vision came from.
Well, inspiration for the vision came from when I was in middle school. You know, kids in middle school always had the nice clothes and the fresh sneakers, you know, and I was one of them less fortunate kids to not have those brands. So I just figured if I can't have those brands, I'm going to create my own. So that was the mindset I had back in middle school. So back in the 8th grade, I decided to go with my last name and my mother's maiden name as the name of the brand because that represented who I was as a person, individual, and as an artist. So that's where the name of the brand came from.
Now, does that mean anything though? Because you're Haitian, right?
Yes.
And you're Liberian,
yes.
Right? Okay. So did it say?
My boule.
Does it mean anything though, or is it translated into anything?
My last name means free men.
Okay.
So that's the origin for my last name.
Haitian free men, right?
You know, but as far as the brand is concerned, I used my use my last name and my mother's maiden name to represent who I am as an individual, as an artist, as a creator. You know, it represents me. You know, my father, Francois, my mother, Dupaval, came together and I was created. So, so that
Good
was the
concept.
inspiration behind the name.
So how did Lahai, how did you come on the scene? Like, how did that all come about?
I would say 4 years ago. I had always bought the clothes. I was never really into fashion, but my biggest thing is marketing and selling things. I can sell anything to anybody. So I liked what he had going on, and I just wanted to get a part of the team, see if we can move things and advertise things in a different way. So I came on, and then they took me out to dinner. They sold me with a pitch, and that was it. I signed the dotted line, and that was
They
that.
got you fries?
Yeah,
Right, you know. That's my LB's favorite food. That's why. So how many of y'all is it total?
4 of us.
There's 4 of you? Okay, okay. So my question is, I know everybody sees, you know, the talented 10th that I have on. What made you, because I know you have a Black History line right now.
Yes.
Okay. So what made you decide to pick the talented 10th? I mean, I love you for it, but I'm just saying.
Well, over the past years, we wanted to drop a collection just dedicated towards Black History Month, but we always were pretty much late on it, you know, so it never happened. So over the summertime, you know, I was just thinking about, okay, you know what can we do for Black History Month that's also fashionable and educational at the same time.
Okay.
You know, like so that was the whole purpose, to have something that, you know, people can wear and love and educational. And then like the talented 10th kind of represents who we are, you know, like it's like, you know, 1 of 10 Black men in America should be the leaders of tomorrow. You know, your doctors, your lawyers, your teachers, your artists, whatever. You know, so you know, all 4 of us are college educated men. You know, we have careers, we have endeavors, we have jobs and motivation.
All 4 of you Omega Men too.
Yes, we are. All 4.
We do happen to be Omega Men.
So you know, and Omegas to me should be the 1 of 10.
The forefront.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You know, like, so I just figured the talented 10th represents who we are and who we trying to, you know, role model for other young men growing up. So I just figured that would be like a great idea for a shirt.
It's funny that you said that, and I kind of want to dive into this and hear your perspective and hear what you two think about it. Tiffany and I kind of talk about this all the time. You know, when people hear, especially with Greek organizations, you know, they have a bad taste in their mouth, and I'm gonna be honest, rightfully so, in a lot of situations, and the representation of what it is nowadays and what it was before has changed immensely. Back in the day, you know, like, you know, obviously, again, this is my line brother, but your brother, you know, Pledge, and you, of course, we saw the gold boots and the, you know, barking,
right.
but it wasn't until we had to learn and educate ourselves more and understanding what it really was about that it's like, okay, well, you know what, I want to be a part of something that's going to help our community.
Right.
Back in the day, of course, you know, people, I saw Farrakhan talk about something the other day, and people were talking about, he kind of said something to Monique, was like, listen, you know, you can't really come for Jesse Jackson, because regardless of what his personal life is, that man has marched and done so much for the Black community more than any of us have. You know, he marched with Dr. King, and he did this and he did that. So I say to you, as part of being part of this clothing line, part of being part of an organization, I think somewhere along the line we have lost the fact of taking up the forefront and, as you said, being the talented 10th and representing what we should be doing in our community. Because it's sad to me when nowadays a kid can identify a Latin King or MS-13 or Blood and Crip, but they don't know what different Greek organizations are. Or when Jamal Bryant can put together a march for Freddie Gray in Maryland and has Bloods and Crips tying their rags together and marching, but yet and still us as part of a Greek organization, we're not marching in the forefront for equality. What can you say, or what is going to be different about your clothing line, why you're going to make a difference as opposed to what Fat Farm did, as opposed to what Sean John did? You know what I'm saying? What if you were speaking, because you are speaking to the masses, what can you say, and what is your mindset in sales pitch? Because some people might say, well, you know what, the more we start supporting this and the more money he make, he's going to forget about our community too. So
if I could speak on it, I would say the biggest thing about Francois Duperval is just the passion of celebrating individuality. That's where we stand. That's what we do. Especially with this, I think the biggest thing that comes with this is education. Mm-hmm. And I think anything that we do, whether you're in any organization, it starts with education. And when he actually sent these designs over, he actually does about 10 designs. And what happens is we all formulate together and vote on these lines. I saw the Talented 10th, and I saw a couple of the Black Panther designs, and it made me have to dive into a couple of books. It made me go and do some research, and I'm not afraid to say that, because that's exactly what the shirt is supposed to do. Nobody wants to walk outside with a Talented 10th thing on their shirt and not know what it represents. Right. Nobody wants to walk around with this marvelous panther that is hand-drawn, by the way, on the back and not know what it represents, because guess what? All of these shirts are conversation starters. And you better know what's on your shirt before you walk in the street with them, right? So it's forcing, especially us, it being a Black History Month capsule, it's forcing us to kind of dive back, go back to where we came from. It's like, hey, what is this shirt about? Why does it mean, and why is it so relevant right now? And what can it do to change what I'm doing right now? I know you guys were just talking about living your dream and having basically whatever you're doing right now, you want it to you want to enjoy doing it, because if you enjoy doing it, it's never work, right? And so one of our things here is aspire to inspire. That's what Francois Duperval, that's what we want to do. We don't wear our clothes. You won't really see our clothes on a very big artist. Our clothes will be on aspiring artists who are doing their thing right now and who are inspiring people in their community, inspiring the little brothers and little sisters, inspiring people to be greater. Not just singers, not just basketball players, but people who are, like Francois, in art, people who are in education, people who are in politics. Those are the type of people who would be wearing these shirts, and those are the type of people who are reaching. So we have a very, I wouldn't say a small target market, but the people who wear our clothes and who we aim to are those type of people. So that would be my answer to that question.
Okay, very good answer. Very good answer. Before we go, we're gonna allow you to, put your website and stuff. But I mean, y'all both, dive into a lot of different things. So like, what else? Like, when did you realize that you can draw? Like, when did you start really getting into it and stuff? Because let me tell y'all something. This dude, I saw it firsthand. He drew a painting of Eminem, but he did it with the lyrics. Like, so, he drew like, it's crazy. I gotta kind of like show you. It's like he wrote the lyrics, but like drew it in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, and it was creative, and that's when I first was like something wrong with this dude. Like in a good way. He painted a picture of my daughter, like for when Tashay, my oldest daughter, when she graduated. They always been like uncles to her. So I'm like, yo, can you paint a picture for my daughter? And it was lifelike. I mean, and again, like, y'all definitely know me. If you suck, you suck. I'm just gonna call it what it is. But I mean, I was like, yo, this dude is extremely talented. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew, my line brother was talented, and together I know the team that they have going on. But what's the next thing for you then? I mean, are you I know I asked you a couple questions, but I'm just saying, like, what's the next thing for y'all, so y'all can kind of answer it in sequence. One, when did you realize you can draw, and when did you realize, like, yo, this is who I am? And the second question is, you said, which I think is great. Obviously stuff costs money. You said that, your audience is this, but as you grow and you get bigger and you get larger, you're gonna want to get those people who are gonna want to be corporate sponsors. So what's next for y'all? Do y'all have a target area of saying, well, we want to hit Macy's, or we want to hit this, or we want to do that, and like I said, the whole drawing target,
Okay. As far as art is concerned, I guess I always known that I could draw, or do art, because I've been drawing ever since I could write on walls, so it goes way back then, so
you got them behind,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, I always just grew up just drawing cartoons, just drawing in class, and teachers come around, oh, that's a nice drawing, and take it and ball it up and throw it in the garbage, so
you were supposed to be doing work.
Yeah, supposed to be doing work. I definitely wasn't doing work. I was just doodling, but and then just throughout grade school, just the older I got, the more involved I got into art, and then from elementary school, I had art teachers who used to pull me out of class for 2 or 3 hours and have me do murals on the wall in elementary school. So that was like a way out of class. So I could get out of class, all I could do is just draw all day, so that was great, so I had great teachers, throughout middle school, throughout high school, who always encouraged me to keep on drawing, keep on painting. And then I eventually just went to college, I majored in fine arts, but I always designed as well.
And where'd you go to college again?
At Wayne Patterson University.
Okay.
I did an upper bound program there when I was 12 years old.
Oh.
Took calculus when I was 12.
That's
wow.
Ooh, wow.
You can have those numbers. I don't like that.
And the funny thing is, I know numbers from the front to the back, from the back to the front.
And then as far as what you were saying about what's the next step, as far as if the corporates come, as long as we stayed black owned, I'll be happy. That is the goal.
But what is that? I guess, and I'm sorry to cut you off. What does that consist of for you? And the reason I'm asking, because they might say, well, we want to offer you 60-40. So the 60 might be yours, the 40's there. So they're like, well, you're still black owned. So what is, I guess, if you can control your destiny, if y'all can control your destiny, what does that look like for you?
To me, it looks like we have control of what we're doing.
The final say, basically.
Yeah, I wouldn't want someone to come in, give us a big check and then have things go a completely different way. Then the passion is going to die. And the brand is going to die, and our demographic is going to completely change, and it won't be the same anymore. So we'll have the big check, but then what?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
So for you, Lahai, when did you kind of know like business was your thing? Like, the marketing and doing,
Oh, man, I don't know. I feel like I've always been great with people. Business has always been something that ever since high school, I felt like I had a niche in. As far as the artistic capabilities, no, sir. That is not me. But I feel like I do well with artists. So I initially thought I wanted to just manage all type of artists, whether it was music or sports management. So when I was able to link up with him, I just felt like, I always use this example, I just felt like his clothing line was as similar as Michael Jordan playing basketball in the backyard, right? This gold mine that you're sitting on, we need to get it to the masses. Michael Jordan can play basketball in his backyard all day. He'll never go to college, and he'll never reach the NBA, and he'll never have the rings that he does. But if we can put this platform and let everybody see it, it'll become what it's supposed to become. Absolutely. So the future of this is to now make it a lifestyle, and that's where we're heading towards. When I first came on here, the first thing I initially said, because, business-wise, the way we measure it is goals. So I said, okay, what's the end goal? Is the end goal Macy's? Is the end goal for someone to come out and buy us out? Is that where we want to take ourselves? And he was like, No, I don't ever want to do that. It's as long as, or if Macy's or somebody comes, if we start being wholesale sales in malls and such like that, he said we will lose. And once I heard that, I signed on another dotted line. I said, you know what? This is exactly where I want to be because, one, that's a challenge, right? To not have that type of financial backing and do everything yourself. And then two, usually that's a clothing line's end goal, to be bought out, live on the money that they have, and go from there. So when he said that's not what he wanted to do, we were able to formulate our own path, and we're still on it.
But that's kind of smart, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it makes you more exclusive.
Right.
And so I think a lot of times when we what we do is forget about how, we look at the big names. Like me personally, between Macy's and JCPenney's and Nordstrom's, and you have all these department stores, and a lot of them are going out of business. It's different when you're a standalone and you're exclusive, and the demand for your brand is higher.
Right.
Because not everybody has access to it just like that. And I mean, I'm talking about like walking into a facility. They can go ahead and say, okay, you know what? The only way I can get it is by ordering online, or if I go physically to that particular store.
I do got one complaint. I'm about to tell y'all right now. Okay. My one complaint is when you gonna start making grown man stuff though. And when I say grown man stuff, I'm saying dress clothes. Like, do you plan on diving in that area at all, or that's not your market right now?
As far as in the future, that's something different. But as far as where my passion lies, my passion lies in streetwear.
Okay, stay in your lane.
Because casual attire, shirt and tie, whatever, it's not like an everyday thing for everybody. Yeah. So if we're targeting the age demographic from 18 to like 28 or 29, people like that, wear more graphic tees and denim.
I've seen your stuff. It's open for anybody though.
Yeah,
so
so it's like once the doors are open and
you see I put my scarf on. I'm trying to hint to you like you need to start getting some of these.
Once the doors are open and we have the resources to do certain things, I would love to design sneakers and shoes and ties and button ups, like casual wear as well too. So that's like another goal.
Okay.
Okay. But
casual is good because you can have
always
casual.
get casual.
Yeah.
And the one thing about casual, you can have a metro look and dress it up.
Yeah.
To make it look, So
I was gonna ask for, do you? Okay, and I mean I got to be honest. A lot of people don't want to ask this question, but do you stop? Do you do all sizes? Do you deal with all sizes,
we start from like small to like 3X.
Okay.
So because once you start going to extra large and 2X, it costs way more to make big and tall clothes than it does for everyone else.
I would like to say, however, that's not where we started. That's just me being honest. We took feedback that we got, hey, you need to start making sizes for bigger people, and we implemented that as of 2 years ago.
No. So because we're gonna let y'all give y'all website and kind of start wrapping up and definitely pull for our Valentine's Day giveaway. But let me ask you this: what was the hardest lesson individually that y'all both had to learn in this, and then maybe as a whole team that y'all, some of the hiccups that you like never again?
Listen,
I can go first with the hardest lesson. I thought all marketing was the same, and I do a lot of events outside of here, and as far as the whole marketing thing, I'm like, all right, well, it's clothes. You just sell clothes. You market it. Everything's the same way. I was in for a rude awakening a couple years ago, and fashion is a whole nother animal. So that was my toughest lesson. Coming in head first, everyone looking at me like, all right, what's next? And I'm like, I don't know. I do not know. Just to have that self-awareness that, like, you know what? Maybe right now I am in over my head because fashion isn't my forte. And being able to just be aware of that and do the research. So that was my biggest one.
Well, I had two. The first one,
You said one. Man.
yeah, I have two.
We got listeners, man. Come on.
You make them quick, you can get both of them
Yeah,
there.
the first one is just because you know people, it doesn't mean that they will support you.
That's
What? I could run around.
that was a
this-
nice little shade. I
Listen.
like that though. I
Yep,
like that. But it's the
I
truth.
like
It's the
it.
truth. It's the truth.
True.
Say so.
It like, you know, and then that was something that we had to learn.
And that
in the
hurts. It
very
hurts.
beginning.
It hurts
you know?
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, you know, but you know, those who support you, you know where they stand. Those who
Right.
doesn't support you, you know where they stand. And,
Right.
and it is what it
I
is.
can say more of my friends don't listen to my show than do.
Yeah.
Listen,
No.
we have somebody right now on the line from Serbia,
Yeah.
and we can't even get everybody from Jersey.
Right. That's true.
You know?
But what was the second one?
The second one is it takes more than just having a hot clothing line to actually
Right.
like break through.
Okay. Okay.
Because you could have the best designs in the world. If someone else has like a better machine,
Right.
they're always going to succeed.
And the quality.
So what did y'all have to go through as a team? Like, I'm sure, obviously, you know, different personalities, learning to work together, mix together. What did y'all go through as a team that you like? Yeah, never again.
Well,
Was that
I
the
think-
marketing aspect too, or?
I don't know, but we just have all four of us. We call ourselves a four-headed monster, but we all are from like different ends of the earth, and agreeing to things is just
yeah, just tough.
man. I think that's a never-ending.
So
thing.
how do y'all do that though? Because usually you have a
voting system.
And you usually have an odd number,
Right.
so that somebody can outvote. So like, how does it work? Is it because you, the creator, you have the final say, or
Listen, like,
Hell no. Excuse me.
we're gonna beat
Man.
that out?
I'm not even mad at that.
for the Black History stuff that we came out with, it took us about like a month.
Yeah.
Like about a month to figure out which one we're gonna do. It was a back and forth, and it was frustrating. It was me and Lahai both agreed on one, and Compton and Dave agreed on the other one. And for a month, it was like, change this. Maybe if you change this color, it'll be better. Maybe, and it was a back
Dave,
and
your LB.
yeah.
Okay.
and it was just like a month, and after a while, we're like, yo, okay, time is running out.
Right.
We need to make a decision, and we still didn't get anywhere. And me and Lahai was like, you know what? We're gonna do these two. Like, forget what everybody else said, because it wasn't. It was always this riff. It was never going to come to a conclusion. So
Time
me
is
and
of the
Lahai
essence.
was like, you know what? Let's just pick these two and just move on, because we're not getting anywhere.
Okay. Let me say this too. Where y'all both from? I mean, again, I have to ask these
Yeah.
questions, so don't look at me like what you don't know. Yes or no, obviously. But where y'all from?
I was born in Haiti, and I grew up in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, so you're
Haitian.
Trump is trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, Trump's trying to get rid of everybody. Trump trying to get rid of everybody.
And no, he farted too. So my line brother farted. No, where
I
you
was
from,
born
bro?
in Jersey, but I'm Liberian.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
Liberian.
okay. Now let me ask you something. Do you think that, and this is a true question, because me and you, all three of us, we've actually had these conversations. Do you think that American people sometimes, the way we look at marketing, or the way that we strategize some things, that the way that y'all come together, because Dave is from Africa,
Yeah.
and Compton's the only really American one.
Yeah.
So do you think that sometimes, based off of the upbringing from your parents, it makes y'all kind of see a vision a little bit differently?
Yes, it does. Upbringing is
Culture-wise.
Yes,
Yeah.
it definitely does.
Definitely.
You know, like certain cultures to me just work harder.
Yeah, that's the truth, and then people
That's-
can't get
you
mad.
know,
All
it's
y'all
kinda-
that's mad, work harder. Don't get mad.
As bad as it sounds, you know. just
No,
what it is.
it's the truth. So we're gonna let you guys got anything coming up?
Yes. Well, I actually have a paint and sip, a pre-Valentine's Day event coming. That's happening on Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday, February 11th, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Loft Life which is located 6 Kinney Street, downtown Newark.
Can I stop you for a second? Let me look at it. Let me tell all y'all something. Our young entrepreneurs, again, if you cannot go, send somebody. It's a gift. Sow a seed. Again, he's going to give you the website. He's going to give you the information. They're going to give you all the information. If you cannot go, sow a seed for somebody and send other people so that they can, bask in the festivities and the ambiance and be able to learn something and be a part. So, because see, jokers always want to wait till somebody make it to be like, oh yeah, I knew him. No, sow your seeds now.
No,
so,
and I'm just going to be honest with you. Tiffany likes paint and sip, so I am probably going to be there. But if somebody wants to sow into my life and treat me, then that's even better.
But go ahead, finish.
Yes. So it's a paint and sip from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an all-inclusive paint and sip with food and wine included, and you can bring your own brew, but wine and food is also included. And tickets are available at jc-art.eventbrite.com. Nice. That's jc-art.
Yeah, I was going to say that slow so people, go ahead.
jc-art.eventbrite.com.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Now, is that all your information for, because the question that came on, people wanted to know, where can they go to order shirts? So if they want to hire you to paint something for them, because some of your private paintings, where can they get in contact with you?
Okay. As far as my paintings are concerned, I can be reached via Instagram at jclaude.francois.
That was a mouthful. You gotta say that slow, brother.
At jclaude.francois. That's jclaude.francois. That's my Instagram handle for my fine arts. As far as the fashion is concerned, you can shop online at www.francois, that's FRANCOIS, Duperval, DUPERVAL.com.
Right on his jacket.
And you can also get 15% off if you use the promo code VIP15.
Okay.
That's
what
awesome.
is it, VIP 15?
VIP 15 for 15% off.
Okay. What about you, Lahai? What do you have? You got anything coming
Yeah, I
up?
have an event next Sunday. I'll make this real quick. It's called Black Excellence. We have this movement called Is a Vibe. So it's called Black Excellence. Everyone that's coming, it's a party. It starts at 8, ends at 2. It's President's Day weekend, so a lot of people don't have school and work on Monday. But the attire is strictly upscale. Upscale.
Because you do a lot of promoting, right?
Yeah, I do a lot, and I feel like there isn't enough type of these events for us. So
you're saying as far as like upscale, you talking about
upscale event that we can let loose, but still look like very presentable. So that's what it is. The Eventbrite is more than a party, is a vibe. .eventbrite.com.
Okay. What was gonna ask you? Oh, we got to do our drawing.
We are getting ready. Oh, do I have any questions? No, I'm excited about this paint and sip.
It's gonna be great.
Y'all said wine, that's why.
What?
So,
Well,
that's what it is. But listen, brothers,
You don't like wine?
I don't drink, bro. I haven't drank for 8 years. You don't drink either.
Hey, don't let your uncle fool you. That thing is almost sold out. That thing is like 5 people away from being sold out. So
it.
whatever you have to do, you
get on it now.
Get on it now. Have the wine because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not
joking.
a drinker, but I like food.
Well, there's gonna be food and everything.
Yeah, you don't drink either. I'm a pescatarian, bro. Y'all,
I have vegan dishes too.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, bro, you gotta pitch that, JC.
I have vegan.
I wish
it's for everybody.
But the thing is, I wish we would have known about this sooner because we could have pushed this on the air for quite some time.
We didn't know if they were coming yet. That's what it was. So,
but yeah, okay.
No, so
we have vegan dishes available.
Right, he only promotes who comes up.
That's
Don't make me scream.
And hold on. Yes, I do. I only promote who comes up here.
Not even
mad. Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and get started with the Valentine's Day
I
giveaway.
am
super excited.
We get a drum roll. Do we got a drum roll? All right. So who wants to call the first name?
Christina Raslin.
Yay!
Christina Ragland. Shout out for Christina Ragland.
Sound like you know her.
I do.
She know everybody. But who's the second person?
It says March Torres.
Spell it.
MARCTORES. Marcy Torres. I'm sorry, Marcy.
Marcy's actually online
Marcy.
right now.
Marcy! Yeah,
and
yeah,
she was
yeah.
the one. She actually put paint and sip. Love to be able to attend it, God willing. But again, many blessings to all. I am super excited, Marcy. Congratulations! You got a gift from the Valentine's Day giveaway.
What are they winning?
Yes. Oh, they got some nice things. They got some nice things. They'll have to be surprised. I can't tell you guys.
Yeah, we'll tell you off air.
We'll tell you off air. But Tina, no shade. Tina said no, no, Tina.
Tina,
get your girl.
Tina, come on. That's not how we do
Hold
it,
up. Tina, you won
win
the
all the
Christmas
time.
giveaway.
I was just about to say, Tina, come on now. Tina, look at
you
me.
just won.
Tina, look at me. You won a Christmas thing. Look at me. I fixed it for you, Tina.
You did not. See, now you're going to get people thinking
like,
stuff.
no,
Tina,
that's
you hear
legit.
him?
No.
So retarded.
Listen.
Big shout out to Marcy and Christina, and for entering and taking the time in for the Valentine's Day giveaway. And I'm gonna just be honest with you, we do giveaways all of the time. A lot of times we do giveaways. Why? Because we are the show that lives to give.
You know, I do have a question for y'all before you wrap up. Now, as far as your Black History clothing line is concerned, will people still be able to get it after Black History Month, or?
Well, we made
would that be like a special order?
We made it very limited, so we came out with 3 amazing pieces. We have the Talented 10th.
This is one of them.
Shirt
Again, look at the front and back, y'all. Look at the back. Look at the back. Look at the back. All right. That's the front right there. Talented 10th.
And we have the Greatest Threat shirt that's inspired by the Black Panthers. The front of the shirt has the famous quote that J. Edgar Hoover said towards the Black Panther, that they were the greatest threat to the security of the nation.
You know what's crazy?
So
it's
that's
still like that.
Yeah, so that's
still like that.
So that's on the front, and then on the back has a panther that's in black and red. I mean, in green and red on the back, and then we have this camouflage lightweight M65 army jacket with the
oh, y'all got a jacket too?
Yeah,
okay.
jacket.
Yeah, y'all do
with the panther patch on the back. It's like really, really, really dope. And each article of clothing come with this limited edition 10-point program
from the Black Panther starters.
Yes.
All right. And you know what I like too? Y'all did your homework. Yeah. It wasn't just y'all just created something and was like, yo, let me sell this. I mean, y'all know how I am on Black History. Yeah. And the fact that y'all did your homework is good. And I said that because when I went into the military, it was crazy. They were showing different organizations and groups that are threats. So, you know, I went in what, 98 still, and they were showing as the Black Panthers being the terroristic group. But get this, the Ku Klux Klan fell under a religious organization.
Wow.
How crazy.
You know why? Because they're always professing Christianity.
Yeah, how crazy. But again, shout out to y'all, man. We definitely thank y'all for coming up here, being with us. And again, the show is definitely, it's called Making Me Matter, man. And we're glad that y'all taking time out to make your community matter. That it's not just about money for y'all, but y'all sowing seeds into your community. Shout out to all your fans and to all your people, you know, this, that, and the other. And much love and much success, man. We wish y'all the best. And anytime, you know, y'all want us to promote for y'all, or y'all want us to sit there and, you know, push anything that y'all doing, just let us know. And we definitely,
Look,
you know.
we might have to talk offline about some things. I really appreciate I'm so serious. We might have to talk offline about some things. So I'm really grateful that you guys came through. Really grateful that you guys had what you presented and so forth. Lance, how do you want to wrap up? You have anything else you need to say before we close out?
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
First off, thank you guys for having us. But I've listened to your station a couple times, especially with Lance being on MLB. And you guys got a great thing going on here. And for anyone who's listening, whatever sponsors are out there, y'all need to get up on this before this thing blows out of the water. So
thank you.
That's all I'm gonna say right now. The demographic is great. There's not that many stations out here that can do what they do without cursing, without crazy music, and still keep, the message alive. So shout out to you guys.
Appreciate you. We definitely, again, my message is just gonna close out to say this. I tell our audience, and I say it to any and everybody, that if this is your vision, whatever wall y'all hit, whatever obstacles, because there's always a down period. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, don't stop pushing, don't stop pressing, don't stop moving.
Right.
Yo, first of all, we the mentality of us is people always think we're gonna fall.
Right.
We've been fighting for years, and we're gonna continue to fight. But if we can work together to uplift each other, because this is what networking, nepotism exists in a lot of other communities, and needs to exist in our community. So we need to sit there and always lift each other up. So y'all inspire us again, as you said, inspire to aspire, or however you put it, but it's definitely what was it?
Aspire to inspire.
Aspire to inspire. That's y'all better trademark that quick, because I'm about to.
Immediately.
So you definitely, we wish y'all well, man. And again, anything, even if y'all want to advertise, anything that we can do to help y'all, it's a great thing.
Absolutely.
Don't stop, don't give up. Don't give up.
Okay.
And as young black men who are in their late 20s, early 30s, the fact that y'all are still conscious about what's going on in our community, we applaud you.
Absolutely.
Because it's not enough of us doing it.
Absolutely.
So before we close out, I just want to say to everybody again, as we wrapping up, we thank you for making us matter. We thank you for, again, pouring into our young entrepreneurs. We thank you for being a part of our lives. And if we can continue to be a part of our lives, again, before you make anybody else matter, you got to make yourself matter first.
Say so.
Peace.
You better
Definitely
say
true.
so.
Thank you for having us.
So we are excited. We will see you guys next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. It's your girl, Tiff Barker and Lance Howard. And we thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week. Have a good night.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.